In prison, you are somebody's bitch. Oh, and you, my friend, would be the belle of the ball. Don't drop the soap. Don't drop the soap.
Michael, please.
Maiev Shadow Song. She should change her name to Maiev Shadow Strong because she is a really strong hero. What? Wasn't that bad a joke?
Why you pouring me? I'm right.
Okay, maybe it was. Quick disclaimer. I'm back on NA. The majority of my videos have been on EU, but I haven't been playing much lately, so I've started to play more on NA to muscle my way back into the top 200. Just remember, if you see a 9k game, it's EU, 11k, it's NA. So with the nerf to Eudora, Maiev just might be the new strongest hero in the game. Her hero power is Imprison. Make a minion in Bob's Tavern dormant, aka sit in Bob's Tavern. After 2 turns, get it with +1/+1. And I think nerds outside the upper echelon of players, they focus too much on the +1/+1 buff aspect of the hero power. This is not what makes Maiev so strong. The buff allows you to not fall behind in the early game, but once you reach the mid game, it basically means nothing. So what's the aspect of Maiev's hero power that does make her so strong? It's the ability to generate gold economy. Managing gold economy is one of the main factors that sets top tier players apart from the rest of the pack. And with Maiev, being able to create extra gold economy with her hero power is what makes her a top tier hero, and maybe even the top tier hero. The ability to pick up pairs, buff cards, or even invest in cards to transition your board state.
Millie, all you do is talk about gold economy, like in every single video.
Yeah, that's because of how important it is. Gold economy is how you build your board strength, which consequently is how you win games. So extra gold economy equals a higher chance to win the lobby. So I'll spill the secrets to Maiev's hero power soon, but first I do want to touch on those early turns and talk about one minion in particular that should get a lot more love in the Battlegrounds. A self-sacrificing minion that is not afraid to lay his body on the line in protection of others on his team. You may know him as the tier 1 GOAT, Golden Boy, or probably just Selfless Hero. Him and Wrathweaver are really the only 2 minions you'll see consistently in endgame builds. So on that first turn, I don't buy a minion. Normally, I do. With Maiev, I typically follow the Rafam leveling curve, but in this case, the minions in the shop were terrible. I almost always will lose that first fight, so I'd rather use my gold to hero power a minion and then roll to find a shop with a good minion to buy and hero power for turn 2. And unfortunately we go on to lose the second fight as well, but we're able to hero power a second selfless hero, already grabbing an early pair. And then on turn 3 I had a decision, level in hero power or buy a minion in hero power. I decided to buy the dragon. I don't want to lose another fight and fall even farther behind, and grabbing the taunt means I should almost always get value out of my selfless hero, which will greatly improve my chances to win the fight. Which is what happened. My selfless hero gave my pirate a divine shield, which allowed us to tie that fight. And then we level, buy, and hero power. Unfortunately no good minions to hero power, but I still opt to do that over rolling. Why? Gold economy is why. So you can see the power of early selfless heroes. I win that fight because of my golden boys. And now stumble upon a nice little triple. There are 3 actions I want to take here. Level, buy the triple, and hero power. And Maiev's hero power actually allowed us to do that. I hero powered the deck Swabby 2 turns ago and can now play it. This reduced the upgrade of my tavern cost to 4, which will leave me with 3 gold left over to buy the triple. Not enough to hero power though, so I opt to sell my dragon to hero power the free dealing gambler. Why get weaker to hero power the gambler? Gold economy is why. Free dealing gambler is probably the best target for Maiev's hero power. If I told you that you invest $100 today and that you'll get $300 2 days from now, would you do it? Of course you would. That's a 200% gain. Same thing happens when you hero power the free dealing gambler. You get a 200% gain on your investment every single time you do it. So early game with Maiev, I do tend to look for dragons. She can stockpile minions from one specific tribe. So if you're off for dragons early, start to pick them up by buying them and hero powering them. But I'm also looking for Selfless Heroes to give me a stronger board state early on, and then Free Dealing Gambler and Deck Swabby to hero power to increase my gold economy. Grabbing those two with your hero power gives you the opportunity to power level in the coming turns, and you've already seen evidence of that in this game. I hero powered the Deck Swabby, and then that extra gold economy I gained from the reduced tavern cost allows me to grab the triple and hit a power spike. And we'll see more examples of that throughout this game. Keep an eye on how many Free Dealing Gamblers I pick up this game. They are one of the reasons why I, spoiler alert, am able to place first in this game. But if you aren't finding those targets to hero power early game, try and just pick up pairs. And that's true for not only early game, but throughout the entire match. Aim to pick up pairs with your hero power, so you can then grab triples and hopefully hit those big power spike turns. Millhouse is strong here, so we lose the fight. We pick up our gambler that we hero powered 2 turns ago, and then hero power our second. Level and roll into a strong shot, and my investment into the gambler has already paid huge dividends. I'm able to sell it back to Bob, get my 3 gold, sell 2 more minions, and pick up 2 strong tier 4 minions, Egg and Herald of the Flame.
I think you can win this thing.
And Kael'thas was unbeaten up until this point, and we handle him with relative ease. That's the power of Selfless Heroes. So here we opt to stay at Tavern 4. I've run out of hero powered minions to give me that extra gold economy, and since I'm offered another Herald, my plan is to buy it, roll, and hope to find the triple. Worst case scenario is we just improve our board state, which is what happens. Remember, we hero powered a gambler 1 turn ago, so after this fight, she'll be in our hand. So we will essentially have 13 gold to work with, which will make it easy to level and improve our board state next turn. Sneak out with the win against Hook Tusk. Level and roll into a Light Fang. We didn't really have a true comp until now, but since we have a strong dragon, strong beast, plus a mech, the addition of Light Fang means we can now go Menagerie. And then end up hero powering a pair. Close fight, but we were heavy underdogs there. I'm just happy we minimized the loss. Second Light Fang and a questionable hero power on the Murozond. I've had good success in the past hero powering Murozonds, but in hindsight, I think it was too early in the turn to do it. And Golden Light Fang. My initial thought is to grab the Amalgadon since it can pick up the Light Fang buff and don't have to worry about it stealing buffs from my other minions on the board. And I don't want the Gas Coiler since it's a beast and I want to guarantee the Light Fang buff goes on my Hydra. But upon second thought, I decided that grabbing the Full Reaper is probably better. Most of the opponents in my lobby are either mechs or beasts, so 2 big cleave minions against those builds will greatly reduce the effectiveness of them. The cleaves will eat up mech divine shields and also cleave down the beast death rattles, greatly reducing their value. And here's a perfect example of that. We most likely lose that fight against Kael'thas if we don't pick up the Full Reaper over the Amalgadon. Now we have our build, and our focus is to buff our carry units, those being the Full Reaper, Hydra, and Bronze Warden. Grab some buff cards and hero power our 3rd Gambler. I wish I would have checked the stats on this fight against Hooktusk. I feel like I was a solid favorite. But the positive to losing is we can now fight the Ghost. Grab more buff cards and then play the Murazon. All I really want from it is the Gold Grubber that Hooktusk had. Plan now is to play that to give myself another unit to scale. They'll scale naturally with the 2 golden units on my board, as well as get the buffs from the Light Fang. Don't find it, but grab the Gold Grubber in the shop, another buff for our Hydra, and then hero power our 4th Gambler. Win the fight against the Ghost and on to buying more buff cards, mostly keeping my eye out for jugs. I'm a jug man, what can I say? Grab the jugs, consensually of course. And then grab another grubber. Golden Gold Grubber will give me a ton of scaling. So while it does board lock me, if I can triple that greedy bastard, it'll position me very well to win the lobby. And I have a lot of gold in my hand, so I opt to sell off the Gambler this turn in a hope I can roll and find it. No luck and end up just hero powering a beast buffer. Man, I told you guys, if you watched my patch notes video, I said that the change from 1 gold to 0 gold for Lich King's hero power would make him much stronger. But I think I underplayed it. It might have made him one of the best heroes in the game. But he's no match for my double cleaves. They do their job and we pick up an easy W. And now onto the final boss. Here we'll hunt for our golden gold grubber. No luck finding him, but end up rolling into the triple for our bronze warden. Alexstrasza has a board full of, to no one's surprise, dragons, so I pick up the Maiev. And then the gambler allows us to also grab an Argus to taunt our selfless hero. This is actually huge. It means that Golden Boy's hero power will still trigger, plus we can now optimally position our board. 2 big cleaves up front. And pop quiz time, nerds. Take a look at Alexstrasza's board state versus my board state. What are my chances to win this fight? 50-50? More? Less? Well, take a guess. We'll see if you pass at the end of the fight. Man, our Hydra scored big this fight, with an assist from Selfless Hero. So what was your final answer? 25% chance to win, 30% chance to win? Actually, it was just under 60%. Surprised? Did you get it wrong? Don't feel bad, so did I. I thought at first glance that Alexstrasza was the strong favorite to win there. But while we were outnumbered in pure stats, we had much more tech in our build. Our cleaves came up huge. 4 Reaper didn't do much, but our Hydra deleted 2 of his biggest minions on his initial attack. And that was without even taking any damage due to our Selfless Hero's death rattle. The tech we spec'd into our build gave us the edge in the end. So what are the themes of our Maiev story? First, gold economy generated from a hero power gives you an edge over other heroes. And second, you need to stop undervaluing Selfless Hero. He was the real star of this Maiev story. Not the 4 Reaper, not the Hydra, not the Golden Lightfang. Our little tier 1 golden boy. If you have a board with a lot of beef, he can provide the additional tech you need to give you the edge when you're outstatted. Maiev is not the easiest hero to play, mistakes will happen, but take the hero power secrets we went over and abuse them like a red-headed stepchild in your upcoming games. Godspeed, nerds.